What's going on, man? Lakers win their fifth straight game.
Playback.
These niggas are lagging.
Facts is what niggas do, man. Black people.
Netflix
Anyway,
style.
yes, sir. Shout out to Netflix too, man. Shout out to Mike Tyson. Psych.
For what?
Or what?
Yeah, psych. I take that back.
He
What did
lost.
that nigga do?
He lied. Yeah.
Niggas set the community back with that
I
shit.
watched it with a couple people. They was clapping. I was like, bro, this nigga look like a grandpa here. I'm not gonna applaud that. I
Bro had his
promise my
cheeks out
grandpa
on
could do the
TV,
same.
bro. Not moved.
He wasn't even double cheeked up either. Lakers
Yo.
win the
In the space, bro.
What are we
Y'all
Charles
doing?
welcome
Jones,
to
In
nigga.
the
Oh,
space.
episode of Coach.
weekend, y'all just get crazy.
Lakers win their fifth straight game and defeat the New Orleans Pelicans 104-99. Anthony Davis with 31 and 14, three stocks, a +2 on the night, just continuing his MVP campaign, 67% true shooting. Dalton Connect, 27.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He made 5 threes. He had a 75.5% true shooting. Just a ridiculous game from the rookie. And Dalton also played 37 minutes, which is kind of wild. Bron, 21-7-5, hit them big threes late in the clutch. Austin Reeves struggled, but the nigga, I didn't even realize this until now. Austin Reeves played 40 minutes. Why in the hell? Jesus Christ. This nigga played 40 minutes on the road against the
He's
Pelicans.
24. So
I mean,
Why don't like hurt?
even 24-year-olds need a break. Yeah. Austin and Connect combined for like 80 minutes tonight. But,
I was talking about the other white guy on the bench.
oh, we have another white guy on the bench? Is Gabe what? We
Christie.
appreciate. Oh, yeah, yuck.
No, he Indian. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought.
That's a
We
flex.
won. We our fifth straight game. I'm gonna
I'd
get to
hope
the
so. What the
fellas to
freak?
see how we feeling about this win. This probably shouldn't be a long one, but yeah, I'm gonna go to Rome first. Rome, how we feeling?
Yo. Mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Um. Well, let's talk about yesterday's game too, because um, we didn't space after that Spurs game, but I was pretty impressed by the resiliency, I guess I can say, that we showed against that team. I mean, obviously, Brown had a trip dub and AD had a 40 ball, but like, it was an important game, right? Like, because you could have dropped that game. I think we got to the point in the game where like we were kind of waning. The defense was fucking awful, and it kind of felt like we were gonna lose. Especially when it's like Stephon Castle going crazy, Devin Vassell hitting fucking tough jump shots, and obviously Wemby doing his thing. But like, I thought that game, especially on the road, and we haven't really been great on the road. I think it was important to kind of knock off the the road slump that we kind of been in, and then to come, obviously back to back, and then play an underman team. I think it was frustrating to actually watch this game. Like the game itself was is annoying to watch, but when you come out with the fucking win, you take it every single time, no matter what. And to be totally honest, I think one of the things underrated aspects of this road trip, um, my main takeaway is, bro, like this instilled a lot of confidence in our young guys. Um, Don Connect's been insane. Like his last 3 games, bro, he's been balling. Like he's been going nuts. Today was just like the breakout game, but he had a breakout type game against Memphis before we hit the road trip. And then yesterday against the Spurs, he was pretty damn solid. I think the defense is a real issue with him. But like, I almost can't even. It's hard for me to care that much when you're giving me a 27-point night. Like that's just, bro, 10 of 17, 5 of 10 from three, 7 rebounds. He's had the highest plus minus on the team, plus 11 on the night. Like, the dude was incredible. And literally, my favorite thing about Dalton Connect is he hits the timely ones, bro. He goes on those flurries where he's hitting back to back to back threes when we need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like he comes through when the offense is faltering and it looks like we're in a bad spot. So I just think he's been incredible. I mean, can't really ask for more, right? Like he's been incredible. I'm really happy to see him just get his confidence because all has been taken is just confidence. I think he'll become a better defender over time. I don't think he'll ever be a plus defender, but if he can get to neutral, I mean that's a bona fide, like real legit player. It's a starting level guy, bro. Starting level scorer in this league. If he's able um, to just become a neutral defensively. I think another thing with Dalton, I want him to attack more off the closeouts, right? He gets so trigger happy because he's such a good shooter. He'll hit back to back threes, and then he'll get another three, and it's like, bro, you have an open lane to the basket now. You're more than a shooter. You're an athlete. The dude's dunking. How many dunks have we seen from Dalton the last 2 games? Right? I thought he had a dunk today. Should have been an and one. So I think he's more than a shooter, and I think the next step to his game really evolving and growing and becoming a consistent good scorer is just living a little bit more in the paint, especially when the three ball's falling. But he's been incredible. I can't say enough about him. He's really been, obviously outside of Austin, because I think Austin's been incredible. He's been our best role player, if you want to consider him a role player. Like he's been our best role player outside of Austin, who's been the third option on the team. So I just feel like he's been incredible, and just game ball for him for sure. Um, Anthony Davis obviously looks like a fucking MVP. Both nights. What does he have? Like 70 points in 2 nights or something like that. Something crazy. He's just been incredible. Um, and we're winning. I think that's the best part. You're not wasting these performances. I think in previous years we'd watch AD and LeBron have these like masterclass games, and then we'd like lose the game, and it's like, well, this doesn't matter now. Now people are gonna discredit what he's doing, and I think now we're getting so much more national attention, like specifically AD, because you can't really hide from what we're seeing. They're winning the games, and he's looking the part. So I just think it's been really important that we've been able to capitalize on him having an MVP caliber season, because he's been incredible. He's been incredible. I really can't say more about it. It's nice to see him kind of just take the reins of the team, take the torch, as everyone always cries about, the passing of the torch. Like, I mean, it's in his hands now. So it's just been good to see. Uh, I really think JJ's done a good job of just unlocking him. He's been incredible. I think we got to figure out this LeBron thing because I don't like the stints that he gets. Me and James were kind of talking about it. Like, he, the 6 minute first quarter, and then obviously he's not looking for a shot to start games because he just usually doesn't. He kind of gets his feel for the game. So then by the time we're getting to the late third and fourth quarter, he's not in a good enough rhythm. Um, Not to mention D'Lo being his sub is just kind of rough right now because
Brutal,
Rui's
brutal.
out and Cam is out. So I think we got to figure out the Braun thing because it just really feels like he's out of rhythm. Obviously, he's still able to take games over. Right? He took over the end of this game, right? Like he was literally that guy when it mattered in the fourth quarter of this game. But it would just be nice to see him in a little bit more of a rhythm going forward. And I think rotations have been playing a factor in that. And even though some of it is his own aggression, like I want to see the shot attempts go up, but it's just tough. The minutes have been really weird to watch this season. But at the same time, he's played every single game, right? He hasn't had any nagging things. He doesn't look like he's laboring. Like he looks like he's there, right? Like he's capable of playing, you know, most of the season without any real issues. Knock on wood. So, um, other than that, I think
The
Bron's been
swine
great.
flu?
I mean, yeah, okay, but yeah, I just think he's been good. Austin Reeves finally had a terrible game. I thought Austin was pretty terrible today. Like he struggled, but he's clearly been our third best player. He's been more than great, doing everything that we've asked him to do. Um, the 3 point volume's a little high, and I think today it kind of showed, especially off of back to back. I don't know if it's tired legs or what, but the three ball was waiting today, and it looked like it. You know, it looked like it. It just didn't look the part. But he's been incredible. I think Austin's just been. He really has been the third option we've been wanting. out of him. So I'm glad he's able to do that this season. Hopefully Rui can get back to being healthy because I think we kind of do miss him. Just the size, the ability to attack mismatches and things like that. So hopefully he comes back.
We could have used him on the glass today for sure.
We could have used him in the last 2 games, in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully he comes back soon. As for the bench, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Max was great against the Spurs. Max had a couple good plays in this game. I thought he mostly struggled, but he did have some good plays. I thought the tip on the offensive rebound in the late fourth quarter really was a huge play
Fade
that he
away over
made.
BI
Yeah,
in the
so
clutch.
I thought he made some plays. He has a little bit more confidence, I think, because of the Spurs game. But overall, I mean, obviously he still struggled, but good to see him out there, trying to impact the game. Um, I don't think he was completely terrible or anything like that today, but definitely could have been better. Um, Gabe Vincent, just nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I'm honestly starting to get annoyed even when his name gets mentioned at this point. He's just not good. I don't know what to say. Koloko taking in the Jackson Hayes minutes, been decent, but I don't know, man. Overall, I'm just glad we're stacking wins, bro. 5-game winning streak. That's huge. I know we played a lot of bad teams, but you still got to beat the bad teams because the good teams, that's what they do. They win the games they're supposed to win. And right now, we're at that moment of the season where we're winning these games we're supposed to win. This 5-game win streak, it counts. It matters. It goes towards the win-loss column. So glad to see it. We play the Jazz on Tuesday, so you have another chance, and we're at home where we haven't lost. So another chance to capitalize off the win streak. I'm very very happy with what I'm seeing in regards to just getting the wins at the end of the day. Process has been pretty but we're winning the games, and that's kind of what matters at this stage. So it's good to see, bro. We're top 4 in the West, bro. Top 4 in the West. I know it's early. I know we don't got to do the standings watch, but like we're in a good place. That matters. We're in a good place. So really just making up for a lot of the things that we've been kind of waiting for throughout the course of seasons in the past couple of seasons. It's good to kind of see us back on the right track. Shout out to JJ doing this as a rookie. He's been pretty impressive. So hopefully we can just keep it going. But I like what I've seen, especially the last couple of games. I'm impressed, man. We're figuring out ways to win, and that's probably the most important thing right now. Process be damned. So yeah, good to see. Good to see.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that, Rome. Gonna swing the rock to Coach James. Coach James, how you feel about the game?
I'm gonna keep my take kind of short. 'Cause I agree with a lot of
Thank God.
Rome said. I'm gonna start with Dalton, obviously, bro. Because, bro, not to bring up past coaching staffers, bro, but I don't know if previous coaches would have allowed a rookie to, get this kind of minutes and responsibility, bro. Like he played for like 40 minutes today, so I get it was due to a lack of bodies, but he could have overplayed Christie or some shit. He could have benched Dalton and went with Rui. Like, I mean, not Rui, but D'Lo to end this game or some shit. I just love that JJ is trusting him and allowing him to make mistakes on the court and learn from it. That's how they grow as a player, bro. We literally went through that with Reeves. Reeves' first year was with the 22 Lakers, where we were dog shit, but we allowed Reeves to play significant minutes and grow as a basketball player, which led to him having like a breakout season when he finally got his chance in the middle of the season next year. So I just feel like that's how rookies grow. But like niggas like Scottie Pippen Jr., that's how he's improved to earn a contract with the Grizzlies. He went to a bad team. They say, all right, nigga, here, go play, go make your mistakes, go learn from that shit, grow as a player. Like a lot of guys didn't get that chance here, such as Scottie Pippen Jr. or Jay Huff or fucking bro, even Gary Payton the second. People forget he was with our Lakers G League team too. Like a lot of guys just don't get that chance, and I'm just glad. Obviously, that wasn't gonna happen with the 17th pick, but JHS didn't play last year for real. Like, I know nobody's asking for him to play, but he was a 17th pick. He didn't get thrown into the rotation, so and obviously he wasn't as good as Dalton. But I'm just glad that we're allowing our rookie to make mistakes on court and learn from it and still play. Like there are possessions where Dalton does take a bad shot. He doesn't get yanked out the game. He's like, nah, you took a bad shot, learn from it. And what did he do the next time down? He attacked the closeout, got a dunk off that shit. I love the aspect that he's like low key got athleticism to him as well. Like these aren't drives to Liz. He's dunking that shit. when he cuts. So having a shooter that's a knockdown nigga and he's learning how to attack closeouts. I just thought today was great, bro. Dalton in the past 3 games, averaging 20 points per game, 64% field goal percentage, 66 on the 3-point line. He's leading all rookies in 3-point percentage, so can't understate what Dalton is doing right now. Been a big boost for us with these injuries that's on the roster. So shout out Dalton. Obviously AD, bro. Like, bro, he's consistently dropping 30. Like you can say, well, AD's always been great, but nah, bro, being consistent while clearly dealing with an eye injury. Like we seen that shit post game. Like shit, red as fuck.
James, he's 31, and this is a career high
Yeah,
season
like
for him
bro,
at
he's
31.
31. He's clearly in the heart of his prime, bro. Like, which is why that makes me more pissed off at the GMs. Like, you got a nigga. I need 80 to shake the room up in terms of like GM, bro. Cause like, bro, it's nigga got to start getting his way, bro. Nigga been asking for a big for years now. We gotta rely on Coloclo and fucking Jackson Hayes. Like, so 80 been asking for a big. You can't even get him a backup big for real. So I need 80 to start expressing his power within this franchise, bro, and getting what the fuck he wants, bro. Like, go get me a fucking big and shit like that. But that's another conversation for another day. I thought AD was sensational from start to finish of this game. Just being a consistent blanket, bro. Like when other shit failing, when Braun not playing his best, when Reeves obviously has a down game, it's great to have the nigga in the middle of the paint. Just throw the ball to him and go get a bucket, bro. So shout out AD. I thought he was great. And he's been shooting the three well this year. Not no 33% from 2020 on like three. So no, he's actually shooting the three well this year. So shout out AD. I thought he played sensational per usual. Braun, like I said, he had obviously had a tough 3 quarters. Actually, he had he had a tough first and third quarter because the nigga played well in the second and fourth, as Shell posted on his TL. So I don't know, bro. They got to figure it out. The no shot attempts first quarter to get subbed in after a 5-minute stint, and then sub back in the second quarter. Now you got to go score 10 in the second. And I don't like the needing him to flip switches in the second and fourth instead of playing consistent all the way throughout. But obviously, he showed up late in the game. He scored 9 of our last 13 points in the clutch to win that game. Pelicans were making some crazy ass shots. Shout out BR too, but there's some tough ass shots this nigga was making. I'm talking,
It's a bucket
bro.
right there, bro. Like, you don't get enough respect in the
Step
league,
back,
bro. It's a
contested
bucket.
threes. All your teammates out. You have no reason to compete in this game. You just so shout out BR. He competed all game. Nigga got a bunch of G leaguers out here next to him, and he kept them competitive in this game. So shout out BR. I thought he played well as well, but yeah, Braun being clutch, bringing out the silencer when tweets were on the TL like 2 days ago saying this nigga don't even do it no more. That nigga be on Twitter for real. So he put up the silencer tonight. I thought that shit was cold. Shout out Braun. I thought he had a great fourth quarter. Reeves, like he said, had a tough game, but I'm not finna kill Reeves over a bad game when he's been great for majority of the season. Where like you had a down game, that's fine. I mean, you just missed shots tonight. It's not like I had like crazy issues with your decision making besides a few plays here and there, but I thought Reeves, he was great versus Spurs. So we didn't even speak on I didn't even speak on the Spurs games, but shout out Reeves. He had a tough game tonight, but he was good versus Spurs. You just move on from it. That's the good thing about teammates. Dalton stepped up, so shout out Reeves. I'm even gonna shout out Koloko, bro, because we don't have a big man on this roster. Jackson Hayes is hurt, bro. Koloko gave you 6 points. I think he gave you 6 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. I may be over stating how many rebounds he had.
6 and 10 minutes.
Yeah, 6 and 6 in 10 minutes, bro. I'll take it, bro. Obviously, he shot that dumbass three. D'Lo threw that nigga a grenade. He shot that bitch. Everybody got benched, but other than that three, bro, I wasn't upset with the minutes he got. I just like that he's able to just fill in and be a big body on the court, bro, when we are lacking that. Braun said he hasn't even had 2 practices with the team yet. He's still learning on the fly, and every minute he's been on the court with us, he's improved. So he likes where Koloko is improving. So I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with his minutes tonight. Just allowing 80 to rest a little bit. 80 can't play 48 minutes, bro. So we need a big in that spot. So shout out Koloko. But like you said, bro, this is just about stacking up wins. Obviously, you want your process to be better. You don't want to be in dogfights, but every win ain't gonna be pretty, bro. I'm gonna worry about process. If we're still doing this shit 30 games in, now I'm gonna be concerned. Like right now, you got a new coaching staff. You're still learning a new system. You're dealing with a bunch of injuries to role players. So there's gonna be some growing pains, bro. Obviously, there's no excuse with a team like this tonight. You shouldn't be in a dogfight, stressing with this kind of win. But you got to grow from this shit and learn from it. I like that we're in close games early because you got to learn how to win as a team, bro. So you got to learn what actions to go to late in games. Because in that Spurs game, it was a 1 point game. We put the ball in AD's hands in the post and found Brown on a cut to the basket. So we're experimenting with different plays in clutch time. So I'm glad to see that shit is working out. So shout out Lakers, bro. I'm glad we're winning. Tie for the third seed. Just pacing well, like me and Zay said, bro. Pacing well. Find out who you are as a team. Discover your identity. Withstand injuries, and that's how you have like basically a great overall season, bro. So we're in the easy part of your schedule. That's why I appreciate the 3 wins early in the season, bro, because you beat 3 teams that you were projected to lose, bro. So you took care of those, and now you get the easy part of your schedule.
You set the tone of the season. Like you
Literally,
set
like
your tone. No matter what's gonna happen for the rest of the season, you set that tone to start the year, winning those three
yeah,
games.
like no
I agree
matter
with
what the
that, bro.
process, you won those first 3 games versus teams where a lot of niggas projected losses, bro. I see niggas project 0-3 or 1-2. So you took care of the hard part of your schedule. Now you get the soft part of your schedule. You got to win all these games. In our next 3 games, we should be 2-1 at worst. And the one team we should probably could lose to is Denver. But we should be 2-1 in our next 3 games, pacing well, only losing 1 game. I like where we're at right now. So shout out Lakers.
Yes, sir. I don't know. We'll see about the IST, but this way the season's moving feels similar to last year a little bit. The start of it, like we started pretty well. We was like the fifth seed, and then
You just gotta hope you don't have that
December,
yeah,
December
December
stretch that
fucked
we
us up.
had. That's what killed our season, really, bro. Like
I don't even want to
we went
win
on
the
a run
Three
every
and
IST.
ten is
every other
crazy.
part of the year.
Now
Yeah,
you
no.
do got to win the IC because it counts against your record. So you got to win those games.
To
I thought about
Chubb, I know Chubb's about to go, but like actually Chubb can lead into this, bro. But I wanted to hear Zay and James, bro. People are saying Dalton needs to start now. Like, okay, so Kevin O'Connor, Dalton Connect is a difference maker, needs to stay in the starting five, keep getting 30 plus minutes a game. I don't know if you guys know who Tony Jones is. He's like an inside
the
guy for
Utah
the
Jazz.
Utah
Utah
Jazz.
Jazz.
He also alluded to like don't take him out of the starting lineup. So obviously Rui and Cam got hurt, so he kind of had to start out of necessity. This kind of just felt to me like a fill-in thing. I know me and Chubb talked about it to start the year. Like we were saying, bro, Dalton, just start him. Fuck it. Like start him. D'Lo sucks. Start him. Whatever. But like this is getting real steam now. Like I'm seeing it like I'm seeing non-Laker. You know when something is becomes okay. People are talking about it when non-Laker people are talking about it. Like where are you guys? We kind of talked about it in playback, but like where do you guys stand on the whole? Do we just keep Dalton as a starter now because he's playing amazing? Is he just a bench guy? Like, where are you guys at with it?
I don't. I could see maybe starting Dalton and Vando. I could see that, but I think starting Dalton completely with like if you start him with Reeves and Rui, it's just a no. Like you cannot. The defense is just too bad, and that I feel like that's been lobbied a good amount. Is starting him with Rui. I guess you would essentially replace him with Rui, and it's like Dalton has a lot of upside, and he's obviously a rookie. He's a young player, so like you bet on the upside. He's already really good right now, but I just don't know. I need more defense. I would rather in the starting lineup have more players that lean defensively to start games, to where you kind of run it through Ron AD the first part of the game, and then Dalton play in that late first, early second quarter where the game is more like the game's more up and down usually at that point in the game. Like you're kind of it's a lot of fast,
Like the swing
yeah,
part of the
yeah,
game,
it's a lot of
the
more
swing
fast break
point.
opportunities and shit like that where he could get hot and go microwave crazy, like score 10 points quick in the set at the beginning of the second quarter, like shit like that. To where starting it, not that Dalton is a mouth to really feed, like he doesn't need a lot of usage, but Bron, AD, AR, I feel like is a fair enough offense in the starting lineup to where I just want the rest of the lineup to kind of slant more defense if we can get if Vando gets healthy or you keep Cam in there. I mean, I guess for in the if Cam comes back next game, I guess people want it to be. Well, like it'll be that is
Cam,
yeah,
Dalton,
Cam
and
Dalton, Austin,
Austin,
Brown, AD.
and then Rui off the bench. Damn. See, like, it's weird. So, playback chat, shout out to Coney. He's saying six man is his best role on the team, and it's like, see, I understand the logic, but I also feel like he's more than a six man. He's a genuine score. Bro, this guy's a top shooter, like a elite sniper level
One
shooter.
percenter.
But like this dude, he's fucking attacking
He's a Uter.
closeouts. He can score in the mid range. Like he's just a baller. Like I don't know if he's a six
Can I
man,
make
bro.
can I make
Like
the
it's
argument
it's
the other way?
tough.
I'll make the argument
Well,
the
I'll
other way
say too
too.
the
Yeah,
true
yeah,
Go
solution to
ahead.
this is Vinay had been saying it for a minute. Shout out to Vinay. Is you just need to trade and to open up a lot more. Like you need to balance the roster out so he can play.
like he
Yeah,
needs more
yeah, yeah. And you
opportunity
need to
in
make
general.
trades to make that happen. Like you really because
Yeah,
the way the roster is,
yeah,
it's a little. It's not even super tough, but I think it's a little tough to kind of have him start. But like you really need to make trades to make it happen. It's not even that hard. Just make a couple trades, consolidate the roster, get rid of a couple
Yeah.
guards.
yeah. No, it's like the lesser niggas. It's like Gabe. It's like D'Lo. Like these dudes don't really need to play at all, right? Like if those guys just simply aren't on your team, like you're just addition by subtraction. Coney just said
I
it in here.
think
Addition, I agree with that. Like it's addition by
I,
subtraction for
I think
sure.
the counter, and what I would say, obviously we joke a lot about players on this team, but we just want the team to succeed. I think the counter to what Zay is saying though, to the more offense point, what I see with Dalton and what we were kind of alluding to beginning of the season, I just think Rui is a proven scorer, right? Like at whatever level you want to identify him as. I think if you put the proven scorer on the bench, and Vinay also said this too, ironically, shout out to Vinay. If you put Rui as a proven scorer off the bench and you're bringing in offense as your sixth man, you're bringing in a sixth man to you know what you're doing when you're bringing your sixth man into the game four, right? And so Rui, we already know what he can do, and he can do it at a high level. And we praise him as being the best Braun backup as well. So if Braun is already the first sub out of the game, Rui comes in, can give you a quick 10, 11 while Braun is getting rest. So that replacement at that position doesn't lose any value from a scoring standpoint to continue that on. Why I think Dalton should start and where I go against the more offense point, it's not just more offense, it gives you another dimension. Because if you look at the first quarter and let's just look at it like today's quarter or whatever. Not that this happened, but okay, our hub. We go to our hub. Okay, they're trapping AD immediately. That's their game plan, right? Okay. So we go away from that. Braun's been leading the offense as well. He's not getting foul calls, even though he's putting the most amount of rim pressure on the basketball team. That's not going either early in the first quarter. Austin, is he is he grifting well? Is he operating well in the pick and roll? Is he finding AD on lobs? Is mid range floater hitting? Can he hit 2 threes in the first quarter from 30 feet out? Yeah, that could go in two. Okay, one of those three things are going, we might still be down 6, 7, 8 points, right? So I just think even though it is more offense, you're right, and maybe redundant to some people, I think the opportunity for Dalton to catch fire in that first group and go 2 for 4 from three in the first quarter and go 2 for 5 and put himself on the board and just be an option on offense, that gives the Lakers another look offensively so that slow starts like tonight just don't happen. Right. And if you supplement that with someone like Jared Vanderbilt, or I'm not even against Cam Reddish at this point, I think that's a great option. I think to counter Rome's question, it would be is Cam Reddish in this discussion as well to supplement Dalton Connect in the starting lineup? If that's the case, I would prefer that too. You go, I mean, Braun's the point anyways, but Austin, Dalton, Reddish, James Davis, I think that's a solid starting lineup. And it's not about who's better, who's not, because my whole point, I think people need to remember when it comes to starting lineups, it's not about your best 5 players. I think all jokes aside, I think Rui is a more proven basketball player than Dalton Connect. And I would want to see him close games, to be honest, as well. However, I think putting the unproven rookie in the starting lineup with the best players that can optimize him in the corners, like we saw tonight with those 2 threes and timely threes with LeBron and Austin as well, can maximize him for what we need, which is a spark in scoring with 12, 13 points right there. And then when Braun is obviously the first sub out with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, you're bringing in Rui, who you already have game plan for him as well. You're going to put him on the block. You're going to put him at the elbow, and you're let him going to go to work on mismatches and ISO touches as well when Rob subs
You
out.
can actually showcase him more if he's coming
And
off
he's
the
going to
bench,
be more
especially
successful.
because
He's going to be more successful being the first one off the bench.
But him and Braun, I mean, the narrative has been that they're too repetitive, are
Yeah,
redundant. Like
but
they have their own redundancies
exactly.
as two more leaning fours as opposed to being threes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like
Like
they can do the same thing as
them
scores.
themselves are
They can
redundant.
do the
So
same thing as
splitting them up is not
yeah, they
worth
can do
it.
the same thing as scores, but just in different units at different parts of the game, which is what you need to keep up if we're going to be an offense-heavy team. And by the way, if you move Rui to the bench, guess who his backcourt mate is going to be if he sticks in for the second quarter? D'Angelo Russell. So that level of familiarity as well is something you got to consider as well. Put Dalton in with our best players on the basketball team, get the most out of him in his first year as a rookie, and live with the results. Because everyone else who already has tenure can figure it out themselves since they've been on this team, and there's familiarity on this bench with D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura. That's just how I break it down. And if you supplement Dalton as well with the defender like Reddish or Vando, there should be no problems, anyways, because we won 82 games last year.
Yeah, Vando makes this so much
That's
easier.
what I'm saying.
Like if Vando's healthy and Vando's there, he makes this a no-brainer
I don't
situation.
view Dalton as redundancy in the starting lineup. I view him as a different option to generate offense and hit threes the way JJ Redick wants to be able to. That's how.
But
I
Rui
would
can do
argue Rui and LeBron in the starting lineup is more redundant than Dalton in the starting lineup because there's no one else that plays like Dalton. Like there's no other
That's my
Dalton
point.
skill set
That's
on
my
the team.
point.
it looks differently, but I feel like Rui provides a similar thing that Dalton does offensively.
Well, that's because Rui's shooting 40% from three, like
But
the
their
last
points aren't
couple
being
seasons.
generated
So it's
equally.
like, but
I mean, they're making
yeah, I
threes.
just think there's a different like.
Making the three.
But Dalton's a legitimate movement shooter as opposed to like Rui Hachimura is like he's been really good as a catch and shoot guy, but like overall, the defense is shifting differently to what Dalton Connect's doing. Dalton Connect,
Gravity.
I
That's what
think
I'm saying.
I
He
think
be
it's
open a
more
lot.
about I think it's more
He
about
be open.
I think LeBron James, bro. If we're going off LeBron James being more of a point guard this year, because LeBron James has been essentially the point guard, de facto point guard. Outside of Austin, like it's been LeBron James running offense when the team is fucking acting right. Because this today didn't feel like that because the guards were kind of taking the ball out of his hands and doing bullshit. But like most of this season, LeBron James has been the de facto point guard of the team. And like, what has always been the formula for LeBron James teams? It's lasers, right? He wants lasers. He wants niggas that are going to fucking spray next to him. Like that's what they do for a living.
But
I
playing
feel
off the
like
bench,
So that's Rui.
no, that's Dalton. They're going to play together.
see, but
Rui's
Rui's
not
not
a
a
laser.
He
laser
literally
though.
is a
Let's
laser
be honest.
for the last
Rui's
like
literally a
What?
two and a half
laser.
years.
What are you
He's
talking
been
about?
shooting
What?
40% of the for the last 2 years.
He's spraying. No, Rui's spraying.
What are you
He's been
talking about?
spraying,
He's
but
not
he's
a
not a
laser.
laser.
What?
Just
He
because he
can
doesn't hit
shoot. He's
off the
not a
dribble,
laser
because he
though.
doesn't hit movement threes. You don't have to be a laser just because you don't hit
You
movement
don't have to
threes.
be a
You
movement
can.
shooter to
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
laser.
You're talking. You're comparing.
That
You're
nigga's not,
comparing
bro.
Rui to Dalton in terms of output of making threes. If we want to dumb it down, I
I
mean, we
think
can have
that's
an
the
argument.
whole.
No,
That's
no,
literally
that's
what
not
it
what it
is.
is. That's not what it
No,
is,
but
though.
like it's
That's
a
not.
different,
That's
bro.
not
But
all
like
it
All
is.
right,
That's not what it is, though.
if
You're
you
not
can shoot
doing.
off the
You're not
dribble but
doing
not
dribble
make them,
handoffs
guess
for
what?
Rui, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Rui Hachimura's
There's
not a
You
more
don't
point
have to
to
be
guard.
a
it than.
movement
Hold
shooter to
on.
be a laser,
There's
bro.
more
I'm
to it
sorry.
than that. There's shot diet. There's play design that goes into it as well. You're not running the same plays for Rui as you are
Thank
with
you.
Dalton to maximize look. So it just doesn't just
Rui,
amount to
Rui's just
making
not a professional.
threes.
Like yeah, we're not running fucking set plays to get
We're
Rui
not
open
Because
like
he
testing
that.
doesn't
pick
need
with
that.
AD for Rui.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
need it.
need it.
Rui's a product of other guys' creation, and like he has to be
Doesn't
open
matter if both
because
guys are
LeBron
still
James
getting
or
open
Anthony Davis
threes. What does it
or
matter?
That's
Austin
what I'm
Reeves
saying. It
just
don't really like to me.
It
It
don't
don't.
matter. They both getting open threes.
When they're both
But
hitting,
there's more gravity with one than the other.
I
What are we
there's
disagree
talking
not
with the
more
about?
gravity
gravity
point.
with
I
what's his
There
name
disagree.
because he
absolutely
be wide open
is.
a lot
There
of the time.
niggas are leaving Dalton
Yeah,
open
that'll
too,
be
bro.
open.
You're gonna pack the paint on AD and Braun. I'm not agreeing with your gravity point. Teams
Most of
aren't
these niggas be
shifting their
open because
defense
But
to
they're trying
stop
to.
Dalton from shooting. He's getting open threes as well.
But it comes to playmaking as well, bro. Like a Rui DHO is thank you fans every single time. Like we're not running that for Rui whatsoever.
Because
That's
he
my
doesn't
point.
score that way, but he scores a different way. It doesn't mean it's
He
worse.
scores a
It doesn't
different
mean it's
way.
worse.
Exactly.
It's just different.
That's exactly my point.
It's a different way. That doesn't
That's
mean
what I'm
it's
saying.
worse.
It's
You
not
didn't make a
worse
point.
if it's
It's not
different.
make it's not worse, but it plays into the hands of LeBron as a point guard along with Austin as a point guard as well. Movement around the perimeter as well.
well, I mean,
Rui
Dalton
cutting
coming off
off
the bench.
ball plays into
technically
LeBron
it
as
is
well.
worse.
Wait. Dalton
Scoring less
coming
than
off the
Dalton.
bench. He's going to play a lot of his minutes with LeBron.
With
That's who
LeBron in
LeBron
the
plays. That's
second
why I'm
unit.
saying he's gonna play with Dalton a shit ton.
He's
He
gonna
might
play
play
with
with Dalton
Braun.
more if he comes off the bench than if the nigga
Literally,
starts.
We have
the
no
guys
idea
who
about
the
that.
guys
That's
who
actually
starts are gonna play
we
with
actually have
Reeves
no
We
and
idea.
literally
AD.
do.
No, we
We
don't.
literally do because of how
Because
the
the
team
skill
But
works.
set
isn't the
changed.
point
But
of what
Dalton shoots
Dalton is
better and
The
doing?
sticks
rebounds
haven't
the same,
changed.
just as much. So I don't understand the argument.
You said what?
I said Dalton shoots better and rebounds just as much as Rui.
Isn't the
They're the
point
same
of
player.
isn't the point
Shoots
splitting
better.
up LeBron and Rui Hachimura because they're redundant though? Like, isn't that the point of what like the team balance?
There were Rui.
Okay,
Like,
look.
isn't
No,
that what
Rui
you're
Okay,
and
trying to
Braun are
accomplish?
redundant defensively is the thing.
and
Dalton and
Reeves
LeBron.
and Dalton,
That's what I'm saying.
are
That's the
redundant
point.
defensively.
Yes, that's the
That's the
point. Is
point
that
y'all not bringing up. Those
yes,
two are redundant defensively
the Rui
because they
Braun, they
can't
don't do
guard.
the same thing on offense at
But
all.
this
Like
conversation
it's the defense.
is predicated on Vando
There,
potentially starting as well, though, to supplement that. That's what we're talking about.
I don't even know where. I mean, the Vandal point. I hear y'all, but I don't see him being shoved into the starting lineup as y'all presuming. So I don't. I wasn't even going to speak on Vandal when I was making my point about this.
I feel
Vando or
like see,
Reddish.
like here's the difference. Here's the difference. I think Dalton Connect is a starting level player, but at the same time, I don't think that this roster, because Vando's not healthy and because Cam is currently out, I don't think it warrants him to start because really the I don't want to call him the villain of this situation, but really what it is since Austin can't guard, now you can't have another guy that can't guard next to him. And then have another guy that can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be Austin, Dalton, Rui. You can't do that. Like that. That's just
But if
not gonna
Dalton
work, right?
could
Like,
guard, we could have that.
well, you
Yeah,
can say the same thing. If Austin could guard, then yeah, you can put Dalton in there too. It's
yeah.
the same thing. But
If
my
mom had
point is,
balls, she'd be my uncle.
my point is, it's it's a weird place because one, you're not healthy, so you can't like, and there's no defensive guys that you can put to supplement the lineup. Like you can't put Vando in there. Like if you put Vando in there, then this is a way more interesting conversation. But
Ah,
right now,
more
It,
bricks.
I just
if
don't
you start
think
Vandal, then I have no.
I don't think there's a
If you
situation where Dalton should be starting for this current version of this
if you
team right
start
now. I
Vando,
just
that
don't.
means Rui is obviously not gonna start. So it would be between
Reddish.
who's at the two for you. Basically, I don't even think.
I mean, you can
I mean,
start Dalton. The thing is, it's just this. It's
it
like
would be
similar.
Dalton.
It's similar
It would be
problems you're gonna
Reddish.
get.
I'm
Maybe
not
I
like
just
the
feel
starting
like
same
we
Reddish
have
and
problem.
too
I
many
Vando.
agree with
players that
that.
don't play
I agree with
defense.
that.
So
Similar problems
you can't just
defensively.
start anybody. You can't just start anyone because not all these guys can
I
guard.
just think the
Yeah,
play calling offensively will be more versatile, which is something you want to take advantage of offensively. We're going to be an offense heavy team.
but when we want our stars to get aggressive, do we want to start games calling
But
X amount of
but
plays
that's
for
not a
Dalton Connect?
mandatory thing. That's the stars start everything. That's not a thing. I'm just talking about like tertiary and fourth option kind of plays when the first quarter kind of winds down. Everything starts with the stars.
But a
That
Rui
doesn't matter.
post up
But when
versus
the first quarter
mismatches
winds
is
down,
that.
he can be in the game when the first quarter winds down and not start.
Say that
But
again. Say that again. Zay.
a Rui post up versus mismatch is another fourth, fifth option as
So
well.
then, really, so then, really,
It's
so
just
then, really,
different.
the problem is not about Dalton starting or not starting. The problem is if Dalton's going to be a big part of the team, then he needs a bigger
But yeah,
role,
he just needs to
regardless
play
of
Yeah,
whether
more.
he's
Not
that's where I
Yeah,
necessarily
was
we're
going with my
start.
all
take.
there. We're all
He needs
because
to
there.
play
I think
more.
because I really, in reality, for me, I don't, I'm not really on the whole start Dalton thing necessarily. Again, my main thing is because of defense, not because of Rui, but. Like the shot attempts got to go up. If the nigga's not gonna start, he still needs to shoot more. You know what I mean? Like he needs more touches, especially considering what our bench is. So like if he's gonna come off the bench, I'm cool with it. But like that nigga should probably be our priority off the bench.
I'm just saying
If
I
he's
started
gonna,
because it's not going to change. Like it's really not going to change much. It's really no point of like what is him starting really even going to
yeah, I
We
do?
don't think
started
we're
with him and
necessarily
Yeah,
started
better.
slow.
I don't think we're
So
necessarily
exactly.
I
We
could
started with him
what
today
did
and
it
started
change?
slow.
I don't think we're
I could see it being
Dalton
like
We
over
low
a
key
Rui
started
or anything.
I could
worse.
see it
In all
being like a
honesty.
lateral move, like a same kind of move,
Yeah,
linear, but
And
yeah,
then
for
why
for
sure.
why
sure.
would
I
Rui
just
lose his spot because he got hurt? It was kind of crazy too.
It's not gonna happen.
yeah,
I'm just
it
saying,
doesn't even
like
make sense.
I
I
just
mean,
Just because, well, the answer is because Dalton's just
my
playing better.
That's
if
overall
we
true.
go
my
if we
overall
going off results, we started games better with Rui starting than Dalton. So
well, because there's more of a
our
sample size
past
of
two
that. I mean,
games,
it's
we
gonna.
started okay.
I mean,
But y'all
obviously,
using this
it's
same
rookie.
exact sample size to say
Yeah,
he
you're
does need
using
to
the
start.
sample size to say he
You
should
can't use
start.
a sample size to say he should start and then knock it when it goes against your take.
I mean, I'm not
So
even
now
using
I'm
a
talking about
sample
Shug.
size.
No,
I'm more
no
so
wait,
just saying.
but the
I'm more.
points
You
per
can't knock the sample size. I'm sorry.
no, the sample size is fine. That's fine. But the outlier games from Dalton is what we're talking about here. When we had the 28 against Phoenix, 27 here, that's when the conversation is brought up, right? So, and those are stat lines. Like those are scoring bursts that Rui has not seen this season.
28 against Phoenix. Are you bringing up a preseason?
Yeah, I
game?
am definitely bringing up preseason.
We
Cut it
cannot.
out.
We are
100%.
absolutely
Cut it
not.
out.
I'm
counting
100%
preseason
bringing up
game.
preseason.
That game is not counted, dude.
Was it 20? I
That's
think
what
It
I'm
was
saying.
35.
bro.
Yeah,
So
we're
knock-
absolutely
that's
not
what
counting a
even
preseason
better.
game.
I'm
Knock the
definitely
game off
bringing
the
it
list.
back.
That's what I was about to
My-
say. I don't think he's still.
my overall
knock that
my
off.
overall point is this. I think there's
I mean, he had 20 like 2 days ago. You didn't have
Yeah,
to bring
just
up
use the
preseason.
last
my
three games.
overall point
Rui
is
had
I think
almost
there's
20
more.
when he played last.
I think
Exactly.
Dalton Connect is a more
And we
versatile.
started better.
I think Dalton is a more versatile player than Rui, and I think that we could benefit from that with him playing with the first group more often. Essentially, that's all I'm trying to say. I think him.
Yeah, you say you
I
think.
would like to know.
No, I know.
I have to go
I
back
definitely
and
know.
watch the game. I would be
You
curious.
don't.
I definitely
We started
I'd
bad
be-
these
I
past
definitely
games. That
know.
doesn't
He
help your
would.
argument.
Dalton is a more
Dalton
versatile
started going
offensive player
crazy.
than Rui Hachimura.
I'd
That's
be
No, I'm
what
curious
talking
to
about
see
you saying we
what,
would start games better when we started worse starting.
I never said we
So-
would for sure start games better. I like the creativity with the player that we have inserted there with our stars, and I would want to see it more often.
And James, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. There's a nigga starting next to him that hasn't started all season. So
Who are you talking
you
about?
know what I'm talking about.
Christie?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wait, who started the last? Who
I
started the
wanna-
game before Christie? He started both games.
Nah,
Cam
he didn't
Reddish?
start.
Cam
Cam
started,
did,
yeah.
but Cam got into
Yeah.
foul trouble against the Spurs, so he didn't really play.
Yeah.
What does a
So you said
what does
you
a
saying it'd be better if Cam was in a lot of it and you
I
start
was
Dalton.
leading there. Wait,
I
what-
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Austin, Dalton, Cam?
I think Cam and Dalton better than Cam and Max.
Austin, Dalton,
Max and
Cam,
Dalton. Sorry.
Bron, AD. What does that look like? Because I'm cool with that. I want to see that. That's what I would like to
see too. Just to see if it's good.
We saw it
Just to
versus
see if
Spurs.
works.
It wasn't good.
Well, that's because Cam Reddish went in foul
I
trouble.
mean, it wasn't good.
Not because Dalton.
Yes.
I mean, it was about 5 minutes into the game. It's like 5 minutes into the game.
Rui on the year is shooting is giving me 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, an assist and a half, shooting 50% from three.
50%. Not a laser.
On the
It's crazy.
year so far.
He's not
He's
a
a
laser,
laser.
bro.
He's not a laser.
Rui can shoot. He's not a shooter,
exactly.
bro. That's
What?
And then
The
last
nigga
year,
can shoot.
I don't
last year
know
for
if
the
that-
Rui
entire
can
for
shoot. He's not a
68
shooter.
games, Rui shot 42% from
That
three.
shit is
Y'all
not. He's
saying
not
that-
shooting
He's not a
50 this
laser.
year. I
For
hate
his
to break
Is
it down.
entire
Dalton
for,
shooting
Niggas
50?
not
okay,
Y'all
for
playing
his
that.
entire
Y'all playing
career,
that. Y'all
for
playing
his
that.
entire career, Rui's
It
at
won't
38%
A
three-point
laser is a
shooter.
nigga hitting threes at a hot clip.
No,
That's
that's not.
Rui.
That's not what it
How
is.
many?
That's exactly what a laser is.
Either way.
You want to justify with movement shooting
Bro,
and looking like
he
come on,
can shoot
bro.
the ball. He is not a shooter.
But y'all just
There's a
told
I
us
think
Dalton
he's
is
a
not
shooter
just a
now.
shooter; he's a scorer.
He's not
That
a
nigga's not a
shooter,
shooter,
bro.
bro.
Because
I think he's a
But
shooter.
y'all,
For
but
sure.
y'all
Not
the
a
main ones that
shooter.
told us that Dalton can't be
Hey,
labeled
just
as just
say
a
he's
shooter.
not a-
He's a
He's
really
not a
scorer
hooter,
for
no.
real.
But he's a shooter.
Wait,
He's
so
not
if
a hooter, bro.
he's a laser, why is he getting wide open threes on the
He's
scouting
not a
report
real
3 years in?
You said
If
what?
we
You said
had
what, show?
If he's a laser, why is the scouting report to still pack the paint?
if we had Buddy
leave him
Hield,
open.
he
They
would get
packed the
wide
paint
open
with
threes too.
Dalton. I don't know where you're getting that
Why is
from.
he?
Wait,
No,
wait.
why is he?
If we had Buddy Hield,
Because
he'd be
Dalton's
getting
a
wide
rookie.
open threes too.
Dalton's a
That's what
rookie.
I'm saying.
The
You're not
game
wrong.
plan is gonna be
24
pack the paint on 80. I don't care who's on the
Yeah,
wing,
that's what I'm
unless
saying.
you got
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
You're not.
So it don't matter what shooter you put in that
Because
corner.
You have to. The defensive game plan is let these other niggas
Yes.
beat me.
So it don't
Like,
matter who's in that corner. They're not shifting.
So that
on it.
doesn't matter.
That
That
point
doesn't
you
matter.
can't.
But-
If we had
losing that
Klay
point.
Thompson, that's why
Nah,
we
I
wanted Klay
disagree.
Thompson so
Buddy's
bad.
a
That's
real
what we
leader.
wanted
That's why
Klay.
he's going to be
That's
wide
who's
open.
gonna.
He's
the one
wide
that's
open
gonna.
with Dallas. That's
Literally.
like, because they gotta guard Luka. Like that's the point. Sadly,
Shit, Klay Thompson wide open too. That nigga's fucking trash.
stop. Chill on my demon. What's Klay stats on the year?
If you ask anybody what
Play 15
ask
points a game.
anyone
What's he
what
for
Rui
three?
Hachimura does, nobody's gonna call him a shooter.
38%.
Nobody's gonna call him a shooter. You guys are using semantics and percentages to label someone as a shooter. He's not a
Yes,
shooter.
you should.
We're
He's
using
not a
the
shooter.
I'm
data
calling
to
you a
give
shooter.
somebody a label.
Is
after
Draymond
Rui.
Green a shooter?
He's not a shooter.
Is Draymond Green a
bro.
shooter? Is Draymond Green
He's
a
not
shooter?
shooting. He's not shooting 40% from three. That's
He's
a
not
terrible
shooting
point.
Are you sure?
I
He's
am
not shooting 50%.
positive.
Is
the
Draymond
nigga
Green
is not
not a
shooting
shooter?
40% from three.
He's shooting 40%.
Is
Okay,
he's
well
not
he's shooting like
50.
2 threes a game.
What do you mean? Rui's shooting one more three than him.
Rui's
Call Draymond
role
Green
in
a
a starting
shooter.
line.
Call Draymond
But it's
Green
different.
a shooter.
He's shooting
Hold
three
on,
threes
hold
a
Call
game.
Draymond
What
The
the
Green a
fuck?
Draymond
shooter.
point is bad because his role offense.
Now
Draymond's
it's
a
about
hooter
role.
then, nigga.
No,
Draymond
Draymond's
Green
role
That's
in
an awful.
this
46%
Okay,
is
from three.
more.
I just looked it up.
No,
That's
stop.
an awful point because
That's an awful
Draymond
point.
was a horrible shooter for years, and really still is.
So was
So
Rui.
was
Rui
Rui.
was
No,
never.
he
Rui was
wasn't.
never.
Wait,
What
wait,
are
wait,
you
wait.
talking about?
Rui was
Never.
never a
Yes,
horrible
he
shooter.
was, bro. Wait,
Y'all got it, bro.
No, he
What are you
wasn't.
talking
Rui
about?
is a 38% for shooter from three for his
Stop. Exactly.
What are we
That's what I'm
talking
talking
about?
about.
For his
Come on,
career, he's
bro.
an above
That's so
average
Listen,
shooter.
nasty.
How is it nasty?
How
He
is the
told you
That's
data
that.
so
not?
nasty.
Okay, y'all got
Hey,
it. Y'all got it.
he shot
For a
29% from
year?
three. He shot 33% from three. He shot
Come on, bro.
34% from three. He shot 29.
What is he
Shooter!
for his career? What is he
Then
for
he
his
shot
career?
Shooter.
He's a
30.
38% shooter for his career from three. That's above
Literally,
average.
you're bringing up
Rui,
Draymond
29
is a
You're bringing up
32%
outliers.
Rui,
three-point career.
29,
Exactly.
32,
Or-
44, 33,
You're
29.
bringing
What
up
the fuck are
every
we
year. It
He
don't
doing?
did it.
matter. He's
Who
a
cares?
38%
Klay
had bad
Thompson has had bad
years,
years
bro.
shooting from three. What are we talking about?
And
It's an awful
honestly,
point.
But Klay
his
Thompson's a
attempts,
shooter.
he's never shot more than
Because
4 threes a game.
Klay Thompson's
No, I'm
Literally
labeled as
talking
a
never
about the
shot more
shooter.
than 4
Draymond
threes a game.
point.
Klay
That's an
Thompson's
awful
labeled
point.
as a shooter, though.
He's a
His volume
38%
doesn't even
three-point shooter for his
Klay
career.
Thompson
He's a
can
shooter.
shoot 25% from three. He will always be labeled as a shooter.
Because he has more good
Hey,
years
this
and
nigga's
bad years,
volume
and he's a
is less
career
than he
high
shot 3
percentage
threes a
shooter from
game.
You
three.
can't tell
Hey,
me a
go-
nigga shooting 38% from three for his
Hey,
career
go
is not
family
a
feud on
shooter.
What
this
are we
bitch.
talking
Go
about?
ask,
True
go ask
shooter.
100 Laker fans this. Rui
He's a
Hachimura a shooter.
38%
Go
three-point
family
shooter.
feud on this bitch.
I'm sorry.
Bro,
Go
2.7
survey says
attempts
on this
for his
bitch. Go ask
Don't
career.
people.
matter. He's a
Yeah,
role
Go ask
player.
it's-
people.
Never
Go
gonna
ask
be a
people. He's a
exactly.
star.
That
shooter.
matters, bro.
He's a
That
role
matters,
player.
bro. Buddy Hield's a role player. He shoots
Dude,
game
that's
Well,
a
time.
that's
different.
that's one of the
That's a
best
different
Yeah,
shooters
role
that's a
in the
player.
shooter.
NBA or ever.
You're
Rui
trying to
not a
compare
That's
shooter,
a
great
bro.
shooter.
shooters in
That's
NBA
what that's
history.
Rui
what
not a
that's
shooter.
what that's what
Y'all
I mean,
tripping.
He's
bro.
not a shooter, bro. Stop it.
He's definitely a
So you
Dalton,
have
shooter.
to be one of
bro,
the best shooters
Dalton's
in
been
NBA history to be
bro.
labeled as a
Dalton
shooter.
Connect has
Correct.
been in the league
Yes, bro.
for
That's a
fucking
That's an
15
Or
awful
coming
days.
point.
coming
You're
to
a
the league as
And
a
that
shooter.
nigga
shooter.
Come on,
already has
drugs.
more
you
shots
gotta
Come on,
make,
drugs.
from
bro.
three.
You gotta be making like 2+ threes a game, bro. 2.5, damn near, to be a
Rui's
shooter.
making two more. Okay.
Is
Bro,
Dog
his
making?
attempts
No,
are not
stop
even
it,
at
bro.
2.5,
A
bro.
Is
Dalton's not a
Draymond
shooter
making that
For
yet.
his
many?
career.
That's awful. That's awful point.
How?
It's
No,
That's
it's
really not.
not.
You
awful.
You
can't
don't
say
have to be
awful
making.
point.
You
Okay,
say you have to be
so
one of the
LeBron's a
greatest
shooter.
shooters ever
Got
to
you.
be labeled as a shooter.
LeBron's
I
been a
disagree
shooter
emphatically.
these
No.
last few
Let's
years.
keep it
I
Yeah.
real.
disagree
No,
emphatically.
LeBron's forever been a shooter.
No, he
I
hasn't.
disagree with that
Stop
Yes,
point.
he
it.
has. He's made four.
Definitely not.
Nah,
LeBron's a
Rui not a
shooter.
shooter.
Rui's not a
He shot
shooter.
I'll
40%
be
from three
I'll
multiple
Rui's not
seasons.
a
Yeah, sure.
shooter.
LeBron's a shooter. I
No, he's
agree.
not.
Nigga take 2.7 attempts a game for his career.
Is he
Just
supposed
be
to be
real.
taking
Yes,
10
because
a
he
game
because
like
he,
Buddy
because he's
Hield?
making 38% of them.
Yes, nigga, if
No,
you're a
nigga.
shooter, you're gonna shoot at least
You
like
don't.
5
Buddy
attempts a
Hield's a
game, bro.
great shooter. You don't have to. There's levels of shooters.
You
What do
can
you
move
mean?
on.
There's levels
Bro,
of
Dalton
Yeah,
shooters.
he's
Connect
a great shooter.
is
You
shooting
can
like
move
5
on.
attempts
That's
a game.
like one of the greatest shooters
You
ever.
got to get his
And in
speakers.
terms of
Last
being
thing
a
I want to say,
solid shooter.
I think Dalton Connect gives the Lakers starting lineup more creativity, and I think he should start over Reed just
I
because of
can't
that
tell
point.
because
That's
we've
it.
been
That's my
struggling to
opinion.
score with the
That's
nigga
my
starting.
opinion. So
It's a
I
bad
think Dalton
opinion.
gives the Lakers more creativity in the starting lineup and more than Rui, and that's my opinion. I think that's why he should
No
start.
That's a
So
evidence to
bad
base
opinion.
this on. We can go off what we just saw the past two
Dalton's
games, though.
shooting worse from three
Nigga,
than
you're not
Rui on the
feeling
year.
that.
I'm just
We're
saying.
gonna go ahead and go
Nigga
to.
said
Can
evidence.
we
Get
use the
fuck
past
out
two
of here,
games
nigga.
he actually did start? And what happened? We started awful.
what happened tonight, James?
Nigga said that's a
And
bad
what happened the last
hypothesis.
5 games Rui started before he got injured? Let's talk about that.
We
We were
started
winning.
games well with Rui.
We
So
were
now it's
winning
the
the
winning
game.
point.
We
Now that
literally
matters.
And he
started
played,
games
bro. The last
well.
game,
What do you mean? We're
the
winning
last game
Dalton
he
starting
played, he had
too.
20 points. What are we
When?
talking about?
We're undefeated
Yeah.
in Dalton
He
starting.
started, but we started
The last
awful.
game,
Let's
the
talk about
last
when
game
Dalton
Rui
starts.
played, he had 20 points.
We're
He literally had
undefeated.
19
The
Dalton
two
points.
Connect
games
starting
Dalton
that
started, we
boy.
started the game down
You won't
10.
hear about that.
It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
Dalton started the
It's
game
all
was
good.
awful. Dalton started the game and barely even scored.
What's our record?
And we
What's our
won. We
records,
won,
eh?
Dave.
No, I
What's
don't
our
think that
record?
game we started. We lost.
Yeah.
How
I
does
think
it
we
give
lost
us?
one
our
of the games we
record?
started.
We
What's our
won.
record?
How does it give us more creativity if we're starting games barely touching 10 points?
Bro,
Where's the
Dalton
creativity?
started in Memphis and we lost and they had 3 points. What are we talking about? And he played 30
Okay,
minutes and
Rui
He
had
started
started
last
against
game.
points.
We was
Cleveland and we
ass.
lost
He
by
played
40.
30, he
And
played
we
30
won.
minutes at 3 points.
Rui started against the
And
Phoenix
we was
Suns
up
and we
20.
lost.
So bring that up. We was up
And we
20.
lost.
No, we're
And
talking about
lost.
start of
And
games.
lost.
Okay,
And we
then.
lost
He
the
didn't
game,
close the
nigga.
game.
Dalton
And Rui
last
didn't
wait,
score in the
wait.
first
Okay.
quarter,
We're
nigga.
gonna move on from this.
That was AD.
No matter.
Nigga,
His
that
rebound
game.
and D
Dalton,
rebounded
started that
30.
game.
Exactly.
That shit
Dalton
don't count.
last 5 games before this one. 3 points, 2 points, 5 points, 19, 14.
Nigga said
Exactly. Don't
before
start
this one.
victory lapping off 2 games, dog. I'm sorry. He's playing great.
Nobody
He's been
victory
elite.
lapping shit. Who the fuck talking?
You're victory lapping by action when we start games.
How's
That's
that a victory
absolutely a
lap?
victory lap. Because y'all want him to
All
start
I know
now.
is
All
my
right,
demon
Just
let's
because
go to
Rui
LeBron.
got
Rui.
hurt.
Let's go to
If
Let's
Zay
go
can
at
stop
Rui's
shooting,
game
that'd be
log. 4
fantastic.
points. 9
I didn't mute
He's
that.
averaging
8
13.
points.
Nobody's
This is the way
victory
it's
lapping.
done.
Rome asked the question
He's
about
averaging
starting.
13.
Rome brought up the question: who the fuck is victory
Same
lapping
thing.
when we have an
You're just gonna
open
ignore the
discussion on
19
You
Dalton?
were
points
victory
right
lapping
there.
because you wanted him to start from jump.
That's okay. Who the fuck
I
is
said
victory
before
lapping?
the
I'm
last
answering.
You're
one, like
victory
you
lapping.
I'm
did.
answering
You
Rome's
wanted him to
question.
start.
Well, you
Wait,
had
wait,
you
you
had
did
to
that.
include that
Wait,
last
I didn't
game.
even bring up Dalton's starting.
Stop
Rome
acting like
asking
y'all
us the
victory. He's
question is
I
playing
victory
said
well.
lapping. What
He's
the
before the
fuck are
victory
you
last
lapping
talking
one.
because
about?
he wanted to start to fill your agenda that he wanted to
What
start.
agenda? Rome asked the fucking
Your
question.
agenda of him wanting to
Rome asked
start
a
that you
fucking
had from the
question
start of the
bringing up
Get
season.
Dalton
down
starting. How
on
the
Bro,
it.
fuck
you're a
is that
victory
Yeah,
victory
no,
lapping.
I
lapping?
just
Stop.
Are you
asked the
Get
retarded?
question.
You're a
down
victory.
on
You're
it.
a victory lapping this
How am I
season.
victory
Get
lapping
down
right
on it.
now?
This is why you
Rome
starting. Tell me why you
Get
should be
down on
starting.
it.
Rome
You will
brought up
not
the
say that.
question.
How you
Come on,
gonna
Should
do that
bro.
shit
Dalton
with it?
You
start?
were
He
literally
asked.
in spaces saying,
He
"Come on,
brought up
start.
the
Turn it
Start
fucking
him."
up.
discussion. What the fuck
How
you
is he
talking
gonna
Get it
about?
start him?
back
Did
How
up,
is
I
he
up,
bring up
vulnerable
up.
to
Dalton
him?
this
No, I
space?
genuinely
What?
did
Did I
ask
bring up
the
Dalton this
question
I'm
though.
space?
talking about
Did I
playback.
bring
Come
up
on,
Dalton
man,
this
playback.
space?
I'm talking about playback.
You're talking about
While
victory
Dalton is
lapping right now,
cooking the
right here.
entire
How am I
time,
victory lapping
you
right
are
here?
throwing agendas about
This
him
sounds
starting.
stupid as fuck.
Stop it.
Just because I'm making a case for Dalton doesn't mean shit.
No,
You're
I'm
the one
talking
fighting
about
off
you
Cam
in
Reddish
playback
agendas all
always
fucking
victory
year
lapping
is
saying he
doing the
should be
same thing.
starting. What
Just
are you
because
talking
I have
about?
an opinion
You
on Dalton
clearly didn't play
starting.
back pushing the ball like you said you would.
I literally called Dalton before this stretch a Linsanity run, and then he proved me wrong. How the fuck is that
Oh
victory
my
lapping?
god!
I
Were
don't
you
got
not
any
in
agenda.
playback saying this nigga should start the entire time he's cooking?
Absolutely not. I was rooting for the
Oh
guy
my god!
I
You
was
got it,
rooting
bro.
for the
You
guy
got
to
it.
play well. What
You
the fuck
got
are
it.
you
We can
talking
go
about?
on. We can go on. We can go on.
You sound
All right,
dumb,
let him get
bro.
it.
We
Let
can
him
go
get it.
on.
Let him get it.
Stupid as
Dumb,
hell.
bro.
Let him get it. Let him get it.
Next speaker.
He said you got it. He said you got it. You didn't give
We
me
got
your
the
take about the
motion.
actual game though.
We got the motion.
Wait, stop. You didn't actually give your take about like the last two games though, outside of the
Um,
Dalton thing. Because I asked you a question about the Dalton
yeah,
thing, and then we
that's all
devolved.
good.
But like, actually, like just about anything. You don't have to be a
Yeah,
whole
we
grandstanding
gotta
thing,
get to
but just
speaker.
the
We
last
covered everything.
games.
I just think that yeah, like the way to simplify it for me, if 10 guys are gonna play on an NBA roster, 2 guys are always injured in the Lakers case. 2 more are G League players in Max and Gabe. Like that is, we talk about margin for error, right? It's depending on like now 6 guys for 3 of them to give you extremely solid performances every single night. And LeBron and AD are guaranteed to do that in some form, way, shape, or form. Minus extenuating circumstances. So that's putting a lot of pressure on these guys, flipping good nights when it comes to role players. Austin's night, Dalton's night now that he's in the mix, Rui's night. So again, if we're gonna pace and we're doing well right now, guys gotta get healthy, guys gotta figure out what they do so that when we have a pool of 10 guys that can play, there's more opportunity for a third and a fourth role player to pop up because 10 guys and 9 guys are getting minutes. So that's just how I simplified it for myself. Tonight was Dalton's night to help the 2 stars, and that carried us over with Austin having a bad night. But again, D'Lo's got to find his like footing scoring wise. He was disappointing scoring wise too, some dumb shit too, but it doesn't matter because we won the game. So that's just kind of how I'm operating. Like more guys need to get healthy and find their footing, especially coming off that bench that we keep harping off, to give these guys more opportunities for more possible ways to win games and hit the 50 win threshold that we keep talking about and pace well and be a top seed as well. Or the solution to all this is just get guys that can play basketball and be a difference maker too, which as we've been calling for since last year. So that's just how I simplify it for myself because you're really running thin because another injury here with the ones we already got, like Cam and Rui are fucking freak injuries. James says it all the time. Like we have not seen these injuries like on screen or how the fuck these guys get hurt whatsoever. So you got to improve your margin for error in terms of the box score and um, you know, produce nights so that more people can contribute and you're not having to rely on the same couple role players to show up. And when they have an off night, we lose because there's so much pressure on them because our lineup is thin. So we just got to keep going. It helps that we're facing back teams, but guys got to get back and guys got to figure it out. So it doesn't take a rookie dropping 27 to squeak by a G League team. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that. We're gonna go to open it up to speakers. We're gonna start with my dog, G Book. G Book, how we feeling, bro?
Uh, I just want to start off by saying shout out to y'all, coaches. Den. Another thing, Rui, he's not a ooter. I'm not gonna lie, he's not. He can make shots though, but he's not a ooter. Uh, but that was a good win by us. I don't understand why the Lakers are allergic to just blowing out weak teams. Like we just can't help but make it a good game every single time. Like we went up by 10 and then LeBron turns the ball over, I think like twice, and Koloko shoots the three in the corner and some other bullshit happens and then they cut the lead down. I'm not sure what it is about our team, but we got to change that shit. We should not have to be struggling to beat these teams who have G Leaguers and Brandon Ingram. Um, Shout out Ingram too. He hooped. He always try to hoop on us, but um, he always do that shit when Vando's out. But I'm gonna keep it short. Good team win, and then we got the Utah Jazz next. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, G Book. Short, sweet, to the point. I'm gonna throw the rock to my dog, old NBA tweaks. He ain't been on his bitch in a minute. Old NBA tweaks, how we feeling, Brody?
Yeah. To go on the Rui shooter convo, I do think Rui shoots well from three. Like that's undeniable, but
in any way. Like saying he's an elite shooter or a laser, I feel like is a drag because his inability to even get shots up from three because of his lack of movement, shooting, flexibility, how stiff he is, how he has a set shot, slow release, all that. So he shoots 40% from three
Thoughts on the
on
game, big
basically
bro?
all. You said what?
Thoughts on the game, big bro?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Nah, let
I'm
him
a,
Let
I'm
him
a,
fight.
I'm gonna
Let
give
him
cook.
my
fight.
thoughts on
That
the
Let him
game.
silencing
fight.
our
I'm a,
Let this
I'm
nigga
a,
fight,
I'm
speakers
a,
is a
bro.
new
because
low.
y'all was acting
Let him
like Show
fucking
was
fight.
crazy,
Go
bro.
ahead.
So I'm
God
gonna
Go ahead.
just
damn.
Go ahead, bro. Let the nigga
yeah, yeah,
fry
yeah.
y'all.
But what's it called?
You think
He
he's
shoots
frying
forty
because he agree
percent
with
from
you?
three on basically his shot diet are basically like all open corner threes. Like Dalton gets a way tougher shot diet, even though he will get open shots. He's getting movement shots. He's getting tough fades in the corner. Like he's getting all that. But
Dribble
yeah,
pull ups.
thoughts on the game. We literally can't keep starting off how we did the past two games. I want to see LeBron's aggressiveness ramp up to start the game and not when we need him to play perfect for a stretch because now we're down 15. That's never ideal. The rebounding, it looks like it was from last year where we literally can't get any defensive rebounds. Our guards need to stop leaking out. They need to start crashing with the bigs. LeBron needs to stop falling asleep, boxing out people, watching Dalton Connect go jump for a rebound. He's not jumping. Like that's just it's just a bad look. Perimeter defense, it stinks, is undeniable, and if it doesn't, if we actually have good perimeter defenders out there, our offense stinks because all of our perimeter defenders can't shoot at all or can't create for themselves offensively. Um, Aside from that, it's really just the same problems that we've had all year. Austin definitely needs to shoot better, and some of the shots that Austin just takes is kind of like I don't think Austin's that level of a shooter where he should be getting that type of shot diet. To me, I think Austin is better when he's playing inside the arc more so than when he's settling and when he's getting to the line. Like Austin's game is getting into the mid range, getting into the line, and he can shoot threes. Like to me, that's what Austin's game is. To me, D'Lo needs to get traded, all that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the game.
Yes, sir. We feel you. We gonna go to. I'm gonna swing the rock. Who I'm gonna throw the lob to? I'm gonna throw the lob to my guy. Damn. How we feeling, bro?
Yo, 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 what's good, coaches Dan? How y'all doing tonight?
We living, bro.
That's good, that's good. Man, first things first, good win tonight. Um, shouldn't have been close, but we never know how to blow a team out. We always gotta go up 10 and in the words of James, have some dumbass IQ. All right. It's never bad defense. It's always we're fucking stupid. Which yeah, it's true. Right? We can never put together good stretches where we play smart basketball for an entire quarter, maybe the entire half or just a full game. We always gotta trick around and do some dumb shit. And that's basically what we did yesterday too against the Spurs. We got up 10, we did some dumb shit to get down. I mean, to go up one. Like we keep doing dumb shit, but nonetheless, a win is a win. You'll take it. We're 9-4. We got a 5-game winning streak, which I think, if I remember correctly, w- our 5-game winning streak is the longest in the Western Conference. So, I mean, that's another, check out the box that you could take in a positive note. Um, so like I said, it's good that we're winning. The process and the wins are shaky. Of course, you want that to be better, but nonetheless, like I said, you'll take the wins. Like I don't think anyone predicted us to be 9-4. We're 9-4 when we had Phoenix, Sacramento, who was it? Minnesota. We opened up with some tough teams, and then obviously we're hitting the more squishy part of our schedule, and we're obviously going through injuries. We have whenever the fuck Vando and see where they're gonna come back. I don't know. They're up in the air. We might as well just not fucking think about them because Vando's too busy playing dress to impress in real life. Um, Cam has been injured a little bit. Rui's been injured a little bit. So we've been dealing with some injuries on our end too. But to still come out and be, 9-4, Hey, you came out, you handle business. I think this is a good start to the season. This is a much better start than I think most people in the fan base actually anticipated, who weren't being sarcastically delusional. Um, so it's good to see that, we're good. I think, third in the West. We're only 2 games back of first seed, so keep stacking wins, right? That's all that needs to be taken away from this is keep stacking wins. You don't want to have a December run where you go 3-10 and all of a sudden all that momentum is just going out the window. No, keep building on that momentum, keep winning at a good pace, keep handling business, right? Beating the teams that you need to beat. And if you come up against a team that is either just as good or better, compete and try to take that dub. That's really all, right? We want to, continue building, continue winning, because that makes things so much easier for us in the middle of the season, especially late in the season, when you want AD and Brown to get that rest because you put your work in at the beginning of the season. You want that. So put in the work now, get your W's, stop fucking playing around, turn the process over, um, and you just keep stacking, keep stacking, keep stacking and just buy yourself some time. Like get yourself comfortable for the end of the season. Um, so I think we got 2 days off until we play Utah. I mean, we all know Utah. They've been tanking for I
That's a
don't know
tough
how long.
game. They could beat us. That's
I mean,
tough.
yeah, they could, but Utah's been tanking for how long? It's nasty. I mean, they did beat us last year when AD had arguably the worst game of his life that season. Like,
Ah,
so still, you
Worse
got
than
to
the
go out
Suns
there.
game this year, in my opinion.
You still got to go out there and take care of business. Get greedy, right? 5 game win streak, extend it to 6, right? You want more, so extend it to 6. But overall, great win tonight. Keep stacking, keep building up wins, and that's all I gotta say. I'm up in there.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it, damn. You already know how it is. I'ma throw the lob to my guy. Chilling out, bro. How we feeling?
Yeah. So, cool couple things, guys. So far, we're about 2 wins ahead of last year and 2 losses less. So, what I mean? We on to something. It's been a very, very interesting season. Like, what I mean? We don't really know how shit's gonna go. So the fact that we're stacking out wins right now, I think that's a perfect situation. You already know what time it is, man. We just holding it out. Kendrick Perkins said some interesting shit yesterday. He said he sees what the Lakers are trying to do to hold out to make a big trade. He's wondering if it's worth making a trade or not for. And we're kind of seeing, stacking out wins. Okay, there's some consistency. So that is a positive sign. Otherwise, y'all already know, man. I see Rome was given the trade, the trade for, Rob Williams and the Blazers a little look at. I like that. I'm not too mad at that. Yo, what happened to the Walker Kessler talks? Why did them talks die down? Anyone know?
Because they want, what, two firsts or something like that?
Fuck, man. We need to go shit. Yeah, they are winning, man. All right, we need that one because that would just be a big help from what we're seeing right now. But again, I'm proud of what we're seeing. Coloco, wow, you know what I mean? Nigga had a whole blood clot issue coming out here balling. You know what I mean? Like, life is a blessing. So to see that, that's just crazy in general. Max Christie, I'm so proud. You already know, bro. We raised that kid. You know what I mean? And we want to see him succeed as much as
He
anybody.
potted 2 points in 30 minutes.
Who? Max?
Yes, he potted 2 points in 30 minutes.
Man, give him time, bro. Give him time, bro. You're asking for too much. Back to
He's
back.
had
Calm
four
down.
years.
Calm down. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Ain't,
Yo, keep
ain't
that
shit
same
to.
energy. When he balls out next game, keep the same energy. All right? Keep the same energy.
I'll be
Now,
waiting.
Max did his thing, yo. Gabe Vincent, holy fuck, man. Yo, I like the Quincy Olivari whispers for Gabe. I like those. Nigga was balling with the South Bay. I wouldn't mind him getting a chance. You know what I mean? Yo, by the way, marvelous moves by JJ. I love that he went on Armel, Traore, and Koloko because he had to keep some youth. He knew the bullshit that happened with Detroit. where you just had that youth was just bullying you. They're just bullying Dalton, bullying Austin. I love that he put Armel just to let them know this is not going to be an easy one. Little moves like that, they take you far. But I am pleased. I'm very happy. Braun, it's good to see Braun not have to overexert. I think that's just a blessing because we've seen the bullshit, guys. We've seen the bullshit. So to see him not overexert and us still come with some sort of a W, what I mean? It feels good, bro. You know what I mean? Long way to go. Yo, let's pray for a big trade because, yo, man, I still feel when it comes to a series and a 7-game series and Braun and AD are healthy, there is no team I feel that can beat us, or at least we will take them to 7 and to the last second. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're more equipped for that than anybody. But again, man, the season's a toss up, but it feels good, man. We made it far, man. We're streaking. Let's enjoy the streak. You feel me? But pleasure to be here, man. Everyone tap into the playback, please, man. You watching these legends create something special, man. The Laker fans for real, yo. It's an honor to be with this Laker organization, man. Appreciate all y'all.
Yes, sir. Chill on out. We appreciate that, bro. Absolutely. Everybody absolutely tap into the playback. We ain't shit without y'all, bro. Niggas be saying that, but we really mean it, bro. None of this shit's possible without the niggas tapping in every night, faithfully listening to what we be talking about. We be arguing about bullshit, man. So we fuck with y'all. We appreciate it. I'ma go to let me go to Oblizzy. Oblizzy, how we feeling, bro?
Yo, what's good with y'all? I was tapping into on playback. Good to see you again. Um, Obviously another close game. Like, I mean, this team is kind of funny. Once a Lakers game, it's at a heart attack game. Just the usual. But real talk though, I think y'all can connect.
You ain't on mute,
Um,
dog.
My fault. I'm jamming right now.
no, you good. But no, real talk though, Dalton Connect. I mean, special player, dude. Like when you see, as soon as you seen this guy get like a couple, like at least 2 threes in, he just goes on a heater like every single time. Like we seen it with the Suns preseason game. Then you got Memphis. Then you had the Spurs. Like it's like those type of players that like just like kind of changed the whole momentum of the game. So the fact that he even fell down to like the draft this low for us that's truly a blessing. So you have to appreciate getting players like this. Like I'm so serious. And I see what you guys are saying. Like I feel like the rotations though, like if everyone's healthy, though we will have to like try things. But we definitely got to make trades though for sure because that defensive side to like accommodate for all this offense we got because we are a top like I think we're like a top 6 offense with just like Bronze playmaking and AD just going out of his mind and like Reeves to them. But this team can go so much further for the potential if they make moves. Like that's what all we're asking for. We just need like a solid move